Good evening. Welcome to ORP TV News, coming to you live on this Sunday, November 27th. We're almost through the month of November already. Hard to believe, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I was out there today for a little bit, and the consensus of opinion is we're done with winter. I know we haven't even really had winter yet, but I'm already done. D-U-N, done with winter already. But we're coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. JK Auto Repair, a full-service car care provider located in Ozark, Missouri. My buddies, John King, JK, and his son, Zach Jones, absolutely do fantastic work. Don't hesitate at all. If you're to the south of us, make sure you give JK's Auto Repair a call, 581-2004. This is our All Parts Auto Salvage and Jesse James Junction RV Park weekend wrap-up. All Parts Auto Salvage has absolutely everything you could possibly need for your car, truck, van, your daily driver, your race car, your project, the one that's been sitting in your garage that your wife's going to make you sell because it isn't running, and maybe it turns out it just needs a small part and you could have kept it after all. Not that I'm speaking from personal experience, but All Parts Auto Salvage out and Chris can take great care of you. 2600 North Benton. Let us help you fix your car at Jesse James Junction, Omaha, Arkansas. I tell you, the only good thing about this kind of weather like this is that it's going to be beautiful down in the Ozarks. If you want to rent yourself an RV, travel to go down there. I tell you what, even if you don't have one, they have one you can rent there. So Jesse James Junction in Omaha, Arkansas. Absolutely beautiful location in the heart of the Ozarks. I see my friend Chesney Thomas here. Chesney, I have your shirt bagged up in the backseat of my car. I will get that mailed out. I'm going to do my best to get over there and get that mailed out tomorrow. The shirt that Chesney won by getting, 4 out of 6 correct on the champions between the NHRA and NASCAR. She killed it on there. Brought to you by VP Racing Fuels, Wesley Men's House, Amsoil Racing, Phoenix Performance Plumbing Parts, and he can hook you up if you'd like to be an independent dealer as well. 417-942-7447. Those plus Down to Earth Lawn and Landscaping, Twister Alley Raceway, Hillbilly Speedway, Hodges Tree Trimming, Titans of 10-5, Team Aziz and AAA Racing Show, Sigs and Swigs, Missy Baker with Madam Ministry, MKRA Midwest Kart Racing. Talked to Kenny Foster a little bit earlier. Got some big news going on. Going to have another big race coming up December 11th. We'll tell you about that as we get a little closer. Good evening, Ian Wiedenbaker. Good to see you here. Home Sweet Home Realty and the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame. And my daughter, one of the top rookie real estate agents in the country. I mean, if they had a national poll, she's going to be a top 10 in the nation. Rookie realtors at Home Sweet Home Realty. No place like Home Sweet Home. Give Hannah O a call, 417-631-7657. Let her take good care of you. AAA Race Show, my buddy, the wheelman for hire, Austin Aziz. AAA Race Show, you can check it on Austin Aziz Racing on Facebook. That'll give you the link directly to the AAA Race Show on YouTube. And Howler's Head Banana Infused Bourbon Whiskey. No UFC fights this weekend. There was some Pride Fighting League. I know my buddy Don McGuire was watching. I think a couple more weeks till we get some racing. But hey, it's never a bad time to enjoy some Howler Head Banana Infused Bourbon Whiskey. Still got time to be a sponsor of the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame 2023. This event, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it coming up at the end of the show, but we do have our class set. That's right, the class of 2023, the 4th annual Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame is set, and that will be announced. Well, I'm going to tell you in just a little bit about when that selection show is coming up. But do want to tell you, you do still have time to be a sponsor. We have our location down. We have, I believe we have our shirt printer set up. All we need now is more sponsors. Let's make this thing great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Going to be a big event this year for sure. Biggest news of the weekend, Turkey Bowl number 16. Well, Mother Nature. Who was going to win? Well, we had our picks. Turned out it was Mother Nature. This event was postponed from the weekend before, from the 19th and 20th. Because of the cold, moved to the 26th and 27th, which would have been yesterday and today. But because of yucky, rainy old weather, this has been postponed. Updates and times that are going to be available. Well, we don't have that quite yet, but now look at this. This is the Busch Light turkeys. Those are the trophies that were up for grabs. They have been given a... These turkeys made it through Thanksgiving, and they're going to be available. They're going to go back into their cages where they'll stay warm till February. When exactly? February 23rd, 24th, and 25th of 2023. That will be the weekend, right after, let's see, 10 days after Valentine's Day. So big weekend. So that's what you do for your husband. Or maybe your wife if she's a big race fan. Tell her, honey, this year, instead of flowers, we're going to go to Turkey Bowl 16 at Springfield Raceway. 3 nights of it. See, flowers just one day. This is 3 days of racing at Springfield Raceway. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be cold, but you can get you some of that Busch Light and snuggle up, get you some t-shirts and that kind of thing. Have a good time. Springfield Raceway, that has been postponed. They are done for the year. This will be, once before they've done this where they had to move it to the next year, where they had 2 in the same calendar year. So February 23rd, 24th, and 25th, Springfield Raceway, Turkey Bowl 16. A lot of the Spokes BMX racers and racers from this area, USA BMX Grand Nationals is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is just absolutely an enormous event. You have riders coming in from literally all over the world for this event. Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA BMX Grands, be part of BMX history. Well, now I'm going to show you right here. This is, let's get this back here just a little bit. I believe right about here is going to be Willard, Missouri rider Austin McCann. This is the 26 to 35 expert class. And I'm going to show you this video here real quick. This is Austin McCann there. I had the wrong guy nailed. But he jumps out, takes the whole shot. Look how beautifully smooth this track is. Racing a lot different now than back as, what do they say, back in my day. This is really cool. They have the split here. Now watch this number 2 rider is going to come across, try to cut underneath Austin. Oh, catches his back wheel. Down he goes. Goes from second to last. Austin McCann with a big win. The days of jumping are kind of gone. That was one of the things that really surprised me. There's a lot of things that are different about BMX versus what sadly is over 3 decades ago when I raced. I got my Missouri number 4 state plate back there, but unfortunately that also says 1986. 36 years ago. Ugh. Anyway, congratulations to Austin McCann on his win there. Now we've got some of the I got to tell you one thing. USA BMX is the American Bicycle Association. They're the biggest thing going. Their website stinks. Trying to get results on there is a mess. So I went through, scrolled, tried to figure out. I can't figure out what's what on there, but I did get some of the finishes. So here, I can't tell which days were what. It's ugh. Anyway, we do know we got some finishes here. He had that first place we just saw in the 26 to 35 expert by Austin McCann out of Willard. A second place finish in the 5 and under novice for Edwin Meyer out of Adrian, Missouri. 7 intermediate, second place for Chayton Rodas out of Ozark. 46 to 50 novice class, Springfield's Jeff Campbell with a second place finish. 14 intermediate, Cooper Jackson out of Carthage with a third place. Austin McCann with a third place finish in the 21 to 25 open class. 46 to 50-year-old novice Jeff Campbell out of Springfield with a fourth place also. Austin McCann with a fifth place also in the 21 to 25 expert. Brian Strain, he's a member of the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame, the Cowboy, 61 and over cruiser class. He had a fifth place finish. He's out of Highlandville, Missouri. Carthage, Missouri's Kason Myers with a 12 girls expert sixth place finish. 26 to 35 intermediate, Justin Lynch out of Republic with a sixth place. Hudson Yankee out of Wentzville, Missouri with a 12 cruiser seventh place finish. Seventh place in the 41 to 45 novice for Aaron Houston out of Springfield. Alicia Oldham, so proud of her on this, out of Willard, Missouri, an eighth place finish in the 31 to 35 women's cruiser. Eighth place for Cooper Jackson out of Carthage in the 13 intermediate. And the 61 and over novice Brian Strain with an eighth place finish also out of Highlandville. Now again, there was all kinds of races. There was races like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's races today. And I could make heads or tails out of nothing that they had there. So I don't know which days were which. Today will be the finals, and you'll get down to the Nationals champions. So this was all leading up to it. But nonetheless, big finishes there. Congratulations to all these Spokes BMX racers and racers from this area who've gone there to compete against some of the best in the world. Congratulations to all of them. Just a little bit of news from pro racing. I don't know if you recognize that guy. That would be Mr. Roger Penske. That's how we know him now. Look at that baby face on him back in the 60s. What a handsome fella. Looks a little like Davy from Davy and Goliath. But Roger Penske will receive an Autosport Gold Medal for his immeasurable contributions to global motorsports during the Autosport Awards ceremony December 4th in London, England. The gold medal is the highest accolade of the annual Autosport Awards ceremony. It recognizes an individual who has given a lifetime of service to the sport, leaving a legacy for future generations. So I started looking up a little bit. What has Team Penske done? Well, just since 1966, in the last 56 years, he has 41 total championships across all of motorsports, 18 Indy 500 wins, 230 race wins, 10 NASCAR championships, that's across all the NASCAR series, 3 Daytona 500s, 219 NASCAR wins. In 2022, this is the first time this ever happened for them, and I think it may have been the first time ever a team's had this happen. They won the IndyCar Championship and the NASCAR Championship in the same year. So, 56 years in, ain't no slowing down. He also owns the Indy 500 Speedway. Now, decided to go back and look a little bit here. Going back all the way to 72. These are the guys who've won for Roger Penske. He had Mark Donohue, Rick Mears with his first one, then Bobby Unser, Mears, Danny Sullivan, Al Unser, Rick Mears again, Emerson Fittipaldi, Al Unser Jr., back-to-back years for Elio Castroneves, Gil DeFerrin in 03, Sam Hornish Jr. in 06, Elio Castroneves again, Juan Pablo Montoya, Will Power, and Simon Pagenaud in 2019. I'm glad to say that I've got pictures with two of those racers. I've got pictures with, let's see, I think maybe I have one with Montoya also, but with Al Unser Jr. and Rick Mears. So I may have 3 photos with Indy 500 winners. Now, who was the NASCAR Daytona 500 winners? Let's give you a second here and see if you I don't expect anybody to answer because I know it's a little behind, but let's see. Think in your head. Can you think of who that would be? Well, here you go. Back in 08, Ryan Newman driving Dodge for Team Penske. 2015, Joey Logano in the Ford. And 2022, Austin Cindric in a Ford. So lots of championships there. Lots of great stuff from Roger Penske. really glad to see him get, not that he hasn't had all the awards and accolades that a person could ask for, but hey, when you've done this much, you can't do too much to recognize how great he's been. Here we go. 4th Annual Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame Selection Show. We've pushed it back a little bit so we can get this thing just right. Sunday, December 11th, 2022 at 7 p.m. over on the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame Facebook page. A lot of you already like that page. If you haven't, it'd be great if you did. It's free. Hey, we like free stuff, right? Go over and give that page a like. And on December 11th, that is, I believe, 3 weeks from today, we will, maybe it's 2. Anyway, we will be doing it must be 2 weeks, the selection show. We have 7 entrants going into the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame for 2023. This is such a big deal to me every year, and it seems to come around so fast. It blew my mind back 5 years ago when it occurred to me that no one had ever put together a motocross Hall of Fame for the state of Missouri for freestyle, motocross, BMX, hare scrambles, enduros, flat track, all of that. So we did it. It's a huge amount of work, and it's thanks in no small part of, first of all, to my wife Mary, our specialists, our advisors, Mike McWhorter, who's also our photographer, and Chad Brixey. Chesney, if you would like to come, I would love to have you there also this year. But then also, it's no secret that Chip and Heather from Twister Alley Raceway have been huge supporters and helpful, whether it's just been moral support or moving chairs and doing those kind of things. And Hannah and Luke, fantastic. They've been huge help to us. So this year, I'm telling you, this year is going to be big. This is going to be the biggest. This is going to be one of the top things. I think I'm going to do my darndest to make this the best Hall of Fame thing in the Midwest. And this is going to be a good one this year. Guarantee it. So we're really looking forward to it. Okay. This is friends of mine. This is Chandrea Holloway, her husband Pat Holloway, and their daughter Hannah Lee Holloway. On Wednesday's show, I begged and pleaded of you all, please get where you're going safe. Do it safe. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I got to spend it with all of my family. It was absolutely perfect. Had such a great time. My friends, the Holloways, got to have Thanksgiving with their family in St. Louis. This was a picture that they posted during the day, Thanksgiving Day. This was the last picture that they would ever have. You may have heard about this accident. They were driving home from St. Louis back to Republic. A few hundred miles, 3.5 hours driving, no problems. Get to 15 minutes from their house. Someone go in the opposite direction on I-44, rear ends the vehicle, goes across the center through the guide wires, and strikes the Holloway's vehicle head on, killing my friends Chandrea and Pat Holloway. Pat was pronounced dead at the scene, Chandrea at the hospital. I performed their wedding 8 years ago. Since then, Chandrea has always been great to on all the brides pages. Anytime somebody said, we need somebody to do a wedding, we aren't looking for a formal, churchy wedding, we want something lighthearted and fun, Chandrea would always tag me in it. She just had this baby girl. What a beautiful girl. Look at that beautiful girl. just over a year ago. They just built a new house in Republic. Life was looking great up until Thanksgiving Day. I don't know why this happened. That's a big, deep question for people a whole lot smarter than me on the spiritual level, but on the here and now, I don't know if it was the rain, if it was speed too fast for conditions. I know they were doing everything right. They were buckled up. And I just want to say how much the friends I had with Chandrea and Pat aren't ones who were going to be overseeing this page. But sometimes I do this stuff for me. And this is one of those ones that's for me. It broke my heart to hear that on Thanksgiving night when I found out about this, and it's not any easier now. Chandrea and Pat will be sorely missed, and I hope that beautiful little girl, Hannah Lee, who's going to be raised by friends of the family, they were looking for someone to take care of their dogs. Most importantly, Hannah Lee is in good hands, and I'm just heartbroken that these sweet people are gone. So please drive safe. And remember, it's not just you on the roads, okay? Chandrea and Pat, I miss you. And you'll forever be in my hearts. That's going to do it for this show. You guys mean a lot to me. I want to talk about your birthdays and your celebrations and your achievements and all those kind of things. I don't want to do that. I hope I never have to do that again. So, thank you guys for being here. I can't wait for winter to get over with. Let's get away from this winter. The only good thing about winter is that we have this Hall of Fame event coming up, and that's going to be a great one. I mean to tell you, I cannot. I so bad. I can't do it. I can't tell you where it is. It's just this beautiful. It's not like a desert oasis. It's a beautiful location. It's going to be fantastic, and the entrance are going to be huge. And I'm going to have my buddy, hopefully Austin Aziz, is going to be there helping me out, and all my friends and family. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you so much. And again, you never know. So if you love somebody, tell them today. I love you guys. Send me a message here at orptvmedia@gmail.com or shoot me a text at 417-872-9854. I got that seat right there. By golly, I'd like to have you come sit down in it and do an interview here if you want to talk about your race season that happened, if you want to talk about the season that's coming up, or you just want to sit here and shoot the bull and we'll tell jokes and lies and brag on each other. By golly, we can do that too. You just let me know. We'll see you back here Wednesday night, and we'll come up with something good to talk about, I'm sure. I love you guys with all my heart. Good night. We'll see you Wednesday for ORP TV. I'm Stag.